What's up, YouTube? I've been out sighting in my Benjamin Marauder today. It's a high pressure air rifle. It's no gunpowder, no bullets. It takes pellets. It's a pellet gun, but it's 25 caliber. I got it years ago, and I never used it because I had no way to pump it up. So I bought myself a pump for it, and this scope is just an old Barska scope. No idea. Probably got it at a garage sale or something. But I've been out sighting it in, and there's a little pressure gauge on here. Hope you can see that okay. We're getting pretty low. So I bought a pump for it, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do that safely. Let's check this out. This is the pump for it. I don't have it turned on yet because it's noisy, but it's got this filter in it. I keep the plug in it while it's not running, but before you even think about plugging it into the gun, make sure that this valve is open. And I'll show you what to do at the end too, because you have to release that valve when you're done pumping it up before you take the hose off of the gun, or that's a lot of pressure in there. So I'm going to get this set up, and I'll come back to you when it's set up. Actually, no, I'll show you. There's this little cap on the end of the gun. That's got to come off. And I keep the little plug in there. It works just like a quick connect on your on a normal hose. That was hard to do with one hand. This part slides back and it releases, and that's how you attach it to the gun. Oh. Gotta do something here. There we go, that's more better. There we go, we're attached to the gun. And now I'm going to plug it in. It's going to get noisy. I'm sorry for that. Wow, sorry for the close-up. That fan is the loudest part, I think. So now we're going to close that little valve and start pumping it up. It'll probably run for about 10 minutes. I have to keep checking it. I don't leave it. Oh, much better. That is a lot of pressure in there. There's a little dial on top. I'm sorry it's so loud. I'll come back. Alright, I'm back. We're just about there. I'm going to show you how to shut this thing off. Much better. Alright, so now before we can take it off of the gun, we got to make sure that we undo this valve, or else all that pressure is going to release this thing at speeds we don't want at all. Hear that? That's all the pressure that was in this line. Now, we take it off of there just like we put it on. I always put the plug back in. Don't ask me why. I don't think it's necessary, but I like to keep it clean. Make sure no gunk gets inside of my gun. Now, I think this is a relatively expensive gun. I don't know. I bought it, man, it had to be 10 years ago for a couple $100 from somebody. They were having a hard time. Needed some extra money. But there we go. I don't like to get it right to the red. I don't know. Probably could. It's probably safe, but I'm not chancing it. So now we'll go out back and we'll shoot. Alright guys, so you don't need anything special or fancy to do any of this. Just got a piece of cardboard, took a Sharpie, drew some circles on it, put an X in them. My first shot, I'm going to aim for this big white blank area and see where I'm hitting. If I'm low, I'll miss. So that's where we'll start. Alright. When you load a firearm, you always want to make sure the safety is on. In this case, this little trigger here is the safety. So now it can't fire. It's not cocked. It's not ready to fire yet anyway. I'm about to cock it. It's cocked. It's your pellet. Round end goes towards the end of the barrel. It'll go in the hole first, so that this little mushroomed out part at the bottom will go back towards the firing pin. Like this. This one's kind of a pain in the neck to load. I don't know if I'll be able to show you. The pellet's in there, and the little mushroomed out end is facing the hammer. This goes forward and down, and now it's loaded, it's ready to fire. Safety is on, it's safe to handle. You still need to treat it like a loaded weapon. I like to have a rest to set it on. It's just on the post of my back deck right here. And I'm going to take my first shot at that big open spot on the bottom of the target. Safety is off. I'm on my target. I'm going to get a little more comfortable. There we go. Take a nice breath in. Release it and squeeze the trigger. Don't pull the trigger. Let's go see how I did. Safety on. Always make sure you lean your gun up someplace that it isn't going to fall over if you don't have a bench that it's on or anything. And make sure that if it should go off, that it's not going to hit a propane tank or your neighbor's house or, I don't know, anything. You don't want it to hit anything of importance. If you can, trees are fine. Alright, down here at the target, I was aiming for right here, right in the middle of the target, in the big white spot, and I hit it down here. So it looks like I need to go to the left and up. So I'm gonna go show you on the scope. There's little dials on there, and it'll say L turn this way and up turn this way, and that's what we're gonna do. Alright, on the scope, there's these little screw-on caps. I already took the other one off just to save us some time. But, man, I don't know if you can see on there. I think that's the up and down one. Yep, that's the up and down one. Now, I think they purposely make these so you can turn them with a quarter. I have a little screwdriver on me, so I'm going to go up 2 clicks, which on this scope is to the left. 1, 2. And I needed to go to the left. So I'm going to go left, turn right. 1, 2. And I always count the clicks. If I'm way off, then I'll go more clicks, but I always keep track of how many clicks I went in case I need to come back. So we're going to give this a try and see what happens. Safety's still on. Ready to go. I'm aiming for the same spot again. Find your target. Make sure it's clear behind it and you're not going to hurt anyone or hit anything. Safety is off. Same spot. Breath in. I think I jerked a little bit on that one. I'm going to take another shot. That one was high and to the left. And we only went 2 clicks. I shouldn't have been that far off. And I know that first shot was good. That one was just to the left. I'm going to bring it back. 1 click. And this time I'm going to aim for the top right target. Don't ask me why I'm starting there, it's just where I picked. Find your target. Safety off. Clear behind it. I lied about which one I was aiming for, and I went for the middle one. And I'm going to shoot it again because that one felt really good, and then I'll take you down there and show you what I got. Safety on. Gun is in a safe spot. Here we are back at the target. If you remember, this one down here was our first shot. That was my second shot. Made another adjustment. It brought it back over to here. And then I made another adjustment. And look at, I told you I was aiming for the top right one, but I made a mistake and I shot this one. And then I told you it felt good, and that's this shot over here. And I'm going to chalk that up to human error, or the wind moving this. I didn't think about that. But that's a possibility too. So this time, I'm going to go for the top left, and we'll see what happens. Alright, I stuck my pocket knife on the bottom of the target to keep it from blowing in the wind. I'm aiming for top left. Rested on my bench up here. I'm just resting my hand up here too. Find the target. Safety off. Let's go see how I do. Alright, I took 3 more shots. Before I went up there, I took a chance and I stuck my pocket knife in there to hold this. And look at, bam, bam, bam. It's easy as that. Be safe out there. If you're thinking of getting a gun and firearms intimidate you, man, these air rifles are great. It doesn't kick real bad. It doesn't hurt your arm when you shoot it or anything. You guys saw me shooting. It's not noisy. It's 25 caliber, so it's bigger than a 22, which it packs a good wallop. It'd be good for small game, rabbits. I don't know about a woodchuck. They're pretty hardy animals, but squirrels. That's what. When I'm not tinkering around with mine in the backyard, shooting targets and stuff, the squirrels, they get into my house, so I try to get them before they get in my house. But it's great to have around. The ammunition is dirt cheap, so it's so much fun to play with. I think I got an 8-pack or an 80-pack of those little round-nosed ones. I think it was like $8.99 or something for 80 of them. They're crazy cheap in comparison to 22 ammo or ammo for anything for that matter. But be safe out there, enjoy, and love your neighbors. I took 3 more shots just because I was having fun. And I went for the top right target this time, and check this out. It's a nice grouping. One of them's outside. So, I don't know. That's probably a me thing. It was probably a me error. Usually it's a me thing, not the gun messing up. And the more you practice, the better you get. And I think if you own something like this, you should practice with it and practice safety with it. Keep it safe, keep yourself safe, your family safe, and make sure nobody can get a hold of it that you don't want getting a hold of it. Nobody that you would want hurt with it or anything. I'd hate to have somebody have an accident with something like this. But I mean, these high-powered air rifles, they're legit. some serious impact, and they are dangerous. They are a tool, and just please be safe with them, and always make sure that you know what's behind your target. That's just as important as knowing what you're firing at, is knowing what's behind it. A lot of bad things can happen if you don't pay attention to your surroundings. That's a good general rule in life. But enjoy yourselves out there. Be safe. Have fun. It can be fun. I come out here and I have fun. I have the little metal spinner targets and everything. I'm probably going to shoot a couple of those just because I got it sighted in pretty good. So, yeah, enjoy yourself and be safe. Peace.